we would like to design a learning experience about unmanned aircraft system. Through our design, we hope people who had this experience will get a new insight about how to operate drones and how to use them to tell stories. About our generative topic, we would like to focus on the experience of operating drones. Small unmanned aircrafts, we know them as drones, are in widespread use nowadays. The main purpose of our design is to lead our students into the world of drones and show them the beauty of it. More specifically, we would like to teach them about operating drones and using them to tell stories. As for our audience, we are trying to inspire amateur drone lovers who are interested in photography, video making, journal recording, or simply flying drones. By the year of 2019, there were 990,000 recreational operators registered and an estimated 1.32 million recreational drones in the United States of America. With so many drone lovers, it's not only necessary to show them how to operate drones skillfully, but also safely and legally. What do we want for our learners? First, we want them to know how to operate a drone and a notice of use of it, like how weather could affect it and how it can be operated without causing inconvenience to others or itself. There are also laws that it should not break. Secondly, we would like to provide them with a brand new angle of storytelling. Drones can be used in many different areas, like recording your life, taking photos, or writing news report. We hopefully want them to realize how powerful drones can be as a tool to tell stories they want to share to others. As for designers or teachers of the drones, they could benefit from the experience as well. First of all, they could have a more comprehensive picture of the industry, helping them improve their skill and designs. Then, they could also gain some interesting insight from the beginners, which can help better their design too. By knowing the user of their drones, they could help make the drone flying a safer process. At last, having a hobby that makes money is also a good choice, right? What should we prepare for our learning experience? For our learners, they may have a lot of questions to ask, and it's our duty to provide concrete examples to answer them. A beginner student may ask what to prepare before flying a drone. For novice pilot, they may ask why do they need to take extra time to learn about safety since they already have the operation app on their phone and is constantly reminding the pilots to fly with caution. At this time, we will tell them how to use applications properly to get a better understanding about the restrictions, like weather, restricted airspace, and other factors that might matter the flights of the drones. As for students who already have experience with drone operation, they may ask more practical questions, like way to shoot videos with drones, how to improve their photography skill with drones. At this time, we may show them how to set and adjust frame rate so that the photos or videos taken are clear enough. Then we come to the understanding goal. Our understanding goal can be divided into main parts. The first part is how to fly a drone. This includes applying drone knowledge and skill to operate drones. Another subject is about storytelling. This includes creating an original video with drones to express ideas. Our objective across the subject can mainly be divided into 6 parts: recognize, explain, analyze, write, apply, and create. Students will recognize parts on drones including aircraft propellers, batteries, controllers, and explain how each part works when flying a drone. Students will take pictures and videos while operating drones and know how to adjust angle and video setting. Students will explain safety instructions related to SUA. Students will analyze different weather types and explain how weather impacts drones' operations. Student will read a special use airspace or special area of operation map and distinguish among prohibited areas, restricted areas, warning areas, military operation areas, and alert areas. Objectives related to storytelling. Students will write a story script with exposition, rising action, climax, falling action, and resolution, and explain short breakdown for each scene. Students will explain their shooting script and breakdown before they start the shooting process. Students will apply photograph and videograph knowledge, for example, shutter speed, IOS, aperture, 1080p, 60 fps, and 4K to shoot videos. Students will be skilled at video editing tools like Adobe Premiere and FCPX. Students will create a video project individually and with a group. There are multiple entry points in our design. First, students need to understand how to write a notification script and know how to film with camera. Second, students will use a drone flight simulator to imitate real-world operation experience. Third, students will know how to make videos with gathered clips. There are also a lot of valuable sources they can use. Our understanding goal is pretty helpful to our learners. By taking this class, students will gain knowledge of how SUA work and develop deeper into multimedia storytelling. They will also learn a systematic way of flying drones, how to make videos with drones and put safety as priority while operating a drone. Aside from setting goals and for our learners and teaching them, we should also keep an eye on their performance of understanding in their learning process. And we will prepare activities for them, making sure that they could have a wonderful and meaningful time. In the first activity, students will write a story script and explain how each scene will be shot. They will write a full story with exposition, rising action, climax, falling action, and resolution. And then they need to explain how each scene will look like and at what angle to shoot the scene. In the second one, students will learn how to check the weather prior to every drone flight. Pilots use aviation routine weather report to check the weather, so students will read and example meter data and explain every part of the report. For example, it is not recommended to fly drone when it's windy, foggy, snowy, or rainy. Students will learn how to check the aviation weather reports, aviation forecast, and meteorological reports. There are also challenges in the process. It is also necessary to always keep an eye on the challenges the user may face and offer them a way to overcome them. For example, for students who are not confident with operating drones, they will first learn how to operate drones through Drone Simulator until they are skilled and confident enough. They can also operate their drones under the guidance of the teacher. This can help relieve their stress. How to describe a success of learning process? There should also be an assessment for this. For our learner, we will ask them to present a final project, which is a complete film with aerial footage. There are also further criteria for this assessment. First, the students are operating their drone carefully. They know not to fly on a windy day and avoiding fly drones above people and cars. Second, the quality of the video should be high. The subject in the film must be clear. This proves that their adjustment of camera and the flying skill of the drone is good enough. At last, they should tell an interesting story. At least it should be a complete story that we could understand. There are also pros and cons in our criteria. Quality of a video. Sometimes it is hard to critique if a story is good or bad. However, it will at least inspire students to create a story with all necessary plot. Students operating a drone cautiously. In order to operate training drones from school, we ask students to operate drone cautiously. However, in a real working environment, students might still have to operate drones in a bad weather condition. This class will not provide the experience of operating drones in bad weather. Quality of videos. The quality of videos is a hardware requirement for drones. Different drones have the range of camera from 720p to 4K quality of the video because of the camera that they carry. It is hard to ask the school or the student to purchase the expensive drones. Our learning process also includes collaborations of students and their interactions with each other. When students introduce their script, their peers can ask questions regarding the plot, whether they understand the story or not. This will help students to revise their story to make it logical, sound, and complete. After students each come up with the story idea, the class will vote on top 3 best ideas, and students will work in groups to film story ideas together. Collaboration can help students improve together and help each other, increasing their efficiency of learning. At the end, we also prepare reflection questions to these students. For example, does the final project reflect one story idea? If it cannot fully represent the idea, what went wrong during the process? In this process, we will use online editing tools such as Adobe Premiere or FCPX. We will also use drones and its operating system to check the weather and geography. Students will check different government websites to make sure the safety of operation. We believe with our professional guidance, our student will become drone pilots that is suitable for the industry needs. Together with our dedication to the subject and students' hard work, this piece of technology on their hand will help them become better storytellers, benefiting their career in the future.